Okay, recording this video after close of trade Monday, 30th of April 2012. Hope you had a good day's trading today. Well, a couple of things to show you on some charts. On the daily chart, pullback to end of trend's gone off. We've got exhaustion buying. We've also got this like an amateur down bar today. What's interesting on the 45-minute chart, though, we've not had our pullback to end of trend sequence yet with any kind of exhaustion buying here. So for me, it's a little bit suspect right now. Got to wait for that pullback to end of trend sequence on the 45-minute chart. So, yeah, we've got a little bit of time to run. This same chart on the Nasdaq has a couple of days to go. Although I think the Dow's kind of rolled over, the S&P has rolled over, but the Nasdaq still has a couple of days to run. So just kind of wait and see for that topping out kind of movement there. You know, how strong this is, I don't know. You know, I'd have thought we're so close to 1420, we'd try and punch through, run some stops, you know, get some kind of exhaustion activity going. So that's probably what I'm going to hold out and wait for and see this week before, you know, being certain that this is going to roll over. In terms of long-term charts, on the weekend I said if you go down to the 13,500 tip bar chart, Friday's activity, we had pullback to end of trend, which is like a left shoulder here when you go up one time frame to the 40,000. So that's a left shoulder after a trend break hit, not unlike the 45-minute chart. And I said we'd have weakness on Monday until we came into a pullback and an uptrend level on the 40,500 tip bar chart. So there we go. That's what happened. Kind of sold off Sunday evening into Monday, kind of just pretty slow day, kind of bottomed out, found that support, pulled back in an uptrend. There it is. 4,500 tip bar chart, again, it was a nice kind of trend move down, pullback to end of trend. Exhaustion selling on the left hand shoulder here. We put in a first bullish divergence, but then you've got to wait for price confirmation. So pullback to end of trend kind of comes in here. Blue professional bars at the low. Pretty small range in terms of activity. We have a little bit of a spike down, 1390, and then we're kind of setting up for a little bit of a run to the upside. So I think we'll have some strength tomorrow. In terms of my trading on the 1500 tip bar chart, kind of got in because I was kind of had that short bias after Friday's activity. Sunday evening kind of confirmed it. So all these blue professional bars started to come in at the open, so I got short at 96 even and kind of rode this move down. Was thinking, you know, it's a little bit odd, these blue professional bars seem to stall the move a little bit. Was kind of thinking, maybe they're kind of just buying those lows and we're going to break to the upside, but you know, we never got above the highs of those blue professional bars then. We just kind of went for a run to the downside. We had, what did we have? The Chicago PMI kind of numbers kind of came out. So I was in a trade prior to the numbers and, you know, kind of worked out nicely and kind of got that little bit of a extra push on the way down. I got out at 93 here first and then re-entered again 93.75 and took 1 point out down to 92.75 into this move here. The original move, 96 down to 92 for 4 points, was good, but I didn't like this activity around 93 and just decided to jump out before that kind of little retracement happened, then jumped back in and took another point here. So I made my 4 in 2 trades, so I was quite happy to be out. And then, you know, it was a pretty boring day after that. And you can see you got to wait for the bullish divergence signals. You know, 1 time out of 10 you won't get a bullish divergence signal, but you know, it is worth waiting for. And you can see on these 2 moves down, there were exhaustion selling moves, and then, you know, it wasn't until we got that bullish divergence signal that kind of comes in here that the market's really, you know, exhausted itself on the downside. Have one final push down to 1390 here with rainbow patterns, and then kind of take off the upside. You'll often see these rainbow patterns kind of on either side of a congestion sequence like this, and it's like, you know, the amateurs are trying to buy a breakout too early, or they're trying to sell a breakdown too early, and so we get trapped in this little kind of congestion zone. And then, you know, we go to test it again, and it's got to be a little bit suspect when it's being led by the amateurs here with rainbow patterns here, so kind of turn around, go the other way. So I'll tag on those day trades. Yeah, so tomorrow just expecting a little bit of strength, so I hope you traded well today. Just got short 96 even, short 96 even. Just had a little bit of a bounce up to 96.75. Just checking my stops and targets. Reason for getting short, cyclical resistance going on the 1500 tip bar chart. A whole bunch of blue professional bars kind of coming here. Got exhaustion buying, bearish divergence on the 500 tip bar chart. Got this bearish kind of feeling after Friday's kind of run up, 1402.03 all those rainbow patterns, exhaustion buying, bearish divergence, flush, and so on. So let's see, we've got Chicago PMI coming out in 6 or 7 minutes. That's kind of good, kind of following down. So just trying to play down this swing on the 1500 tip bar chart. So let's see. This later got a heck of a lot of blue professional bars kind of coming here on the 1500 tip bar chart, and we're just going nowhere at 96. So just got to watch out, see if this kind of, you know, just kind of plays out a little bit, and all of a sudden we get a jump above 97. So just watching very close. Alright, we just broke down to 96. Kind of hammered down bars rainbow pattern. Might get lucky. It was 841. Got the Chicago PMI initial release. Another rainbow pattern. See if it kind of keeps playing down. It looks like it on the 45. We're under support here. We've got the cyclical turn to come in. So, it doesn't look like there's any fireworks yet. Let's just wait and see. Here we go. PMI's just come out, so we've just dropped down to 94, which is good. So we're underneath support on 500. So on a downtrend here. Still got this 1500 to kind of play out. Let's kind of keep going. Targets at 92. So it's not all that far away. Here we go. Exhaustion selling 500 tip bar chart. No blue professional bars on 15 yet though. So another blue professional bar on 500 here. Just bouncing a little bit, minus 8,000. Yes, let's see. Blue professional bar just come in on 15. That's cyclical support, so. Just breaking down to 92's bullish divergence. Got pro signal exit come in here, but might get lucky with another little pass down. That bullish divergence is right on the zero line, so here we go. Come on, 93 even. Probably should be holding for a pullback to end of trend. Let's wait and see, but I don't know, that was kind of a little amateur pattern here. We kind of played into 92 and a quarter and just kind of bounced off there. It's minus 20,000 here on better momentum on 45. So let's see, so it was 3. Let's see, there's another re-entry point. Short 93.75. Just quickly changing my target to 92.75. And pullback and downtrends just gone off 500 tip bar chart. I had all these blue professional bars kind of testing into those lows and kind of just broken back up, so that's quite strong. I'm at a professional down bar here, so just hoping for pullback to end of trend to run, just to get taken out 92.75. Let's hope. Just out 92.75 for another one, which is good. So 4 points, 2 trades, 8:53 AM. Good. That's all I'm going to do today. But it's interesting, just this little test down, pull back to end of trend, 1500 tip bar chart. Yeah, interesting that we've had exhaustion selling, blue professional bar kind of come in here. Maybe it's trying to find a bottom for the time being at least. Anyway, so good. Not sure a while later 92 got hit, and that was the original target, so could have held, but yeah, there's all these blue professional bars kind of coming in here on this retrace was just a little bit too odd. I don't know. Rainbow pattern here, breaking to 91s now. That's minus 10,000. So I think it was. If you look at my higher time frame charts, you know, we've gone through support on 13,000. This is what I'm waiting for, is a reversal kind of point here. So there'll be a pullback to end of trend on the 4,500 tip bar chart, but. Yeah, at the moment we're just finding it difficult trying to find something down there at 92 to bounce off. So anyway, glad to be out.